He's Pat Forde from Yahoo Sports, college football columnist who joins us now. Let me start at the end of Notre Dame, Florida State. What did you think when you saw it? What do you think now, 48 hours later, or whatever, 36 hours later?
When I saw it, I thought, oh, my God, how did he get that wide open? And then I watched the replays and thought, oh, that's offensive pass interference. And I know Brian Kelly has seen the same replays and vigorously disagrees, but I still think it's offensive pass interference.
Well, you're taught to put your hands up if you don't want to be called for anything there. I was just surprised if you're going to run that play in that moment in Tallahassee, you want to remove all doubt, and I don't think Notre Dame did a good job in that. I think they could have gone to Corey Robinson and still made the play and won the game without the pick play.
Absolutely. I mean, he was the physical mismatch down there, and he was having a great game. And Notre Dame had a great game. They played great.
Yep.
You know, it was really unfortunate. It was a very fun, exciting, high-level game to see it come down to a call like that. But I'm glad the refs threw the flag, because so many times you see refs that'll swallow the whistle, hold the flag at the end, and just say, I'm not going to make a call, but I thought they made the right call.
All right, this is what I'm getting from all the Notre Dame fans. What if the game is in South Bend? Is that called?
I don't know. It wasn't, for one thing.
Yeah.
But, it's a good question. I would hope it would be, but human nature being what it is, it might not be.
I like the fact that I want you to call the same play in the first quarter as in the final quarter. People may not like that call, but I thought Notre Dame did not help themselves make it a non-call, and it ended up costing them. But I thought it was a fun game. I thought Notre Dame looked physical for a change, and I think that's what it seems like. Brian Kelly's been trying to make Notre Dame more physical, so they're not pushed around when they get to these games like Alabama or Florida State or some of the Stanford, the big powerhouse teams.
Yeah, no, I agree. They're growing up front on both sides, really. I thought it was, they were able to run the ball productively. They didn't run it explosively because they don't really have an explosive back, but they kept drives going. They kept getting 6 yards here, 8 yards there, and Golson was great throwing some of those underneath passes to get 6 yards, 8 yards. They ran 30 more plays than Florida State did. They had almost 150
Wow.
more yards. I mean, For most of the game, they were the better team. It was just when they needed touchdowns, they kicked field goals a couple of times, and Florida State got touchdowns.
I thought that Florida State was just trying to get through this weekend with Jameis Winston, that they were sort of rolling the dice, that this is really a hot-button topic about the autographs, that they're all in, that, hey, we're going for another national championship here, instead of sitting him down as a precautionary measure. And, look, maybe he's innocent. Maybe. But I got the feeling, and that's why Vegas took the game off the board, that weren't quite sure what Florida State was going to do. Is Jameis Winston in the clear, do you think, for the rest of the regular season here?
In terms of the autograph situation,
Yeah.
I believe so. I think that it's one of those things. It's super hard to prove unless there's some sort of evidence of him signing things and getting money, which doesn't happen often, which tells you that Todd Gurley was really sloppy, apparently. They weren't going to prove that. And I don't think Florida State exactly went to the ends of the earth to make sure there was no proof.
Well, why would they?
Yeah, right. Jameis, can you come in here? Yeah, okay. Did you sign him? No. Did you get any money? No. Okay, great. We're good. We'll practice.
We've wrapped up this investigation. That was easy. He's Pat Forde from Yahoo Sports, college football writer, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. If I gave you the state of Alabama, state of Mississippi, or the field to win the national championship?
One of the three?
Yeah.
Heck, I'm rolling the dice with the state of Mississippi. And that made my thoughts may be clouded by the fact that it's been such a fun story. But I think both teams are legitimately quite good. I think that the quarterback play is better in the state of Mississippi than it is in the state of Alabama. The defense for Mississippi is the best of the four, I would say. And, I think Dak Prescott's as good a leader as there is out there. They obviously Mississippi's got to play Auburn still in Oxford. Mississippi State's got to play at Alabama. I think there's going to be losses for everyone, but I'll take the state of Mississippi. What the heck?
Give us your Final Four right now.
Right now, Mississippi State 1, would play number 4 Oregon in the Sugar Bowl if you were going to do the bracket, and I'd have number 2 Mississippi against number 3 Florida State in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, I've been holding out hope. I thought Michigan State was going to be a Final Four team, even after the Oregon loss. What do you think about Spartans getting in?
Yeah, they still could. It depends. They need Oregon to lose again somewhere, but that could happen. I mean, the Pac-12 has been mayhem this season. So, if they run the table, the big game against Ohio State, because Ohio State looks better. I mean, credit to Urban Meyer and to Tom Herman. I mean, they've got J.T. Barrett playing as well as Braxton Miller ever did. So that's going to be a big-time game. They're still, they're hanging around. But Michigan State is hanging around. Ohio State's hanging around. The Big 12 teams are all hanging around, waiting to see who's going to lose in the SEC and how many times.
Who's the wild card here? Outside looking in right now that you say keep an eye on?
Georgia. One loss, and people almost discounted them when Gurley went out, but they've been phenomenal without him. And if they come in 11-1 into the SEC championship and get a beat-up SEC West champion and win that game, hey, look out for them. I'm shocked at how well they've played since Todd Gurley went out.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Dan.
That's Pat Forde, Yahoo Sports National College columnist, and his 40s Fab Four, Oregon in.